Hi everybody, it's Mobley at Esparza. I was asked to show you guys my poetry. As many of you probably have in your libraries too, this used to be just a great big giant pillar. It was kind of ugly and it hid our pretty mural that we have behind it, so I didn't want that to be the first thing that people saw when they came into the library. So because my mural is a tree, I wanted to make this a tree also. I saw on Pinterest a lot of people do poetries where they use just a bulletin board and they put the little tree up and then they hang the children's rhymes on it and they call it the poetry. So I thought I would take it one step further and make it an actual interactive workstation or makerspace. So I just got a, this is called a drip pan. It's what farmers use on their tractors, what we use to change the oil in our car, only this one's huge. And I spray painted it brown so it would match the tree. And this actually worked out kind of cute because I put the tree up first and then I forgot to put the metal in, so I had to push it to the side, and then the kids say they like it better like this because it looks like a hole. So yay, I meant to do that. So the next step I did was to buy a whole bunch of magnets, and with the magnets I just did magnet paper that comes in sheets. It was like 10 of them for $10, and so overall I probably spent about $100 on this with the metal pan and the magnet strips. I probably could have spent a whole lot less if I had not used so many words, and I learned my lesson, and you don't need this many words because then the kids get overwhelmed, they can't find the word they want, and that kind of messes with the system. So looking back, I would have done much fewer words than I did. But another thing that was really important to me is that it wasn't just about poetry, but our students here really struggle with parts of speech. So what I did is I did every single color part of speech, every single part of speech in a different color. So here you can see I did nouns, and I did them all in blue. And so I just printed them off on blue paper. I just typed them in Word, printed them on blue paper, and then stuck them to the magnet paper and cut them out. Now again, I used way too many. I actually have like 3 full bags of just nouns, and I'm also finding a way, trying to think of a way that I can organize them so that the kids can find the word they're looking for easier, because digging through the bag takes too much time. So it's a work in progress. I also did little QR codes to videos about each part of speech so that the kids can watch a cute little song or video about what a noun is before they go to use it. So those are just the parts of speech. And I put all my parts of speech in a basket like this, and then I wrote a sentence using the parts of speech that I saw on a poster once, which if I had been smart, I would have bought the poster and then did the colors the same as the poster, so I don't know what I was thinking. So the next thing I did was I made 2 little frames that just sit on the floor next to the poetry, and it just gives the kids some starter ideas. It tells us the characteristics of a poem, and what poems mean and what they're for and why we're doing them in the first place. And then I did how to start off a poem. So first of all, I gave them some starter ideas to do with a friend, some starter ideas to do with each other, and then I made these cards that I found offline on this free website, where it just gives all the different poetry, different types of poems, such as acrostic and haiku and those kinds of things, that just hangs on the tree, so they can grab one of these and use these as an example if they don't have any ideas of their own. But most of the kids come in and they just want to jump right into it, and they build crazy sentences, and then they discuss. I've heard a lot of discussion about the parts of speech, and they said, well, this is a verb. Well, not in this sentence, it's not a verb, so it shouldn't be yellow. So I'm really liking that dialogue that's starting to happen. This is the side of the poetry, and what I decided to do was grab one of my mobile shelving and push it up against the back side of the tree. And I put all of our poetry books here. I was noticing that very few of our poetry books were circulating. And as you can see, I was actually at 4 or 5 shelves, and I'm down to 3 because they're moving a lot more. So I liked having it by the station, because then it the children are more apt to gravitate to them, and I'm seeing a lot higher circulation in the poetry section. So I hope that this helps a little bit and that you see kind of what we did. I'm sorry the video is crazy bad. I just did it in a super fast hurry today. If you guys have any questions, feel free to call me at Esparza. Have a great day. Bye.